Voltando agora, depois de atualizar o jogo tem uma atualização. Ah, Para corrigir uns bugs.
Oh, the waiting's getting to me. If we left, we could at least make a run for it.
Tá. Parece que tá bom agora. Não sei, vamos ver.
I saw you at the gates. You fight well.
Thank you.
A few words for the kids? Spare a story or two.
Caraca, a criança já tá sem olho desde pequeno.
Thanks. I prefer when they smile.
Problem, brother. E não é o local mesmo que tá o FPS zoado, meu Deus do céu. Só a grutazinha. Olha isso aqui. Divertido.
Moving in.
Cadê o livro? E Milter, e o Mater, e o Milter. Passa pra não tem? Só tem na página? E o Milter ouve o martir a gritar: acolhe o fraco e oprimido, quando perseguido essa vida deixar. Por o Milter ele será bem-vindo. Jergal dizia dos mores, uma vez seu Deus seu trono de ossos, porque Lenvora ele rastreia os cadáveres, mantendo na linha a alma dos mortos. Que Lenvora o Senhor dos mortos segurará sua mão quando a morte chegar. Ele guia sua alma pelos portos, para você passar o pós-vida no devido lugar. Caralho. Da hora, da hora, da hora. São os deuses, né? Que Lenvora é o atual deus da morte. Jergal era o deus antigo, né? Que Vayne e Baldur pegaram os portfólios. E Mitter é tipo Jesus. Basicamente. Todo mundo tem um nome, cara. Que legal, cara. Tieta. É humano? Ah, comerciante.
If it isn't the talk of the camp. Thank goodness you came along when you... Oh. There isn't a bit of colour in those cheeks, Petal. Are you hurt? Cold? Feverish? Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore. Oh, nothing as fancy as that. But I come from a long line of women with a dab hand at such things. Aha! You take a sup at that and you'll feel right as rain, sweetie. Oh, 'tis just a healing potion, nothing fancy. Here. You just look like you might need a pick-me-up. I'm sorry to go on about it, but are you all right? You're looking awful peaky. Oh, I've seen it all. I once had a fella who'd been caught dabbling with a dryad. The wife was none too pleased and introduced him to a pot of boiling oil. But worry not. I fixed him up, and depending on the lighting, he looks good as new. My point is, whatever ails you,
Será?
I promise I've seen worse.
Why, she sounds positively demented. I love it. Let's tell her everything.
What is it, Petal? What's wrong?
As you recount your adventure, Auntie Ethel nods along, her eyes wide.
You poor pet! My heart goes out to you, truly. I see no sign of a tentacle yet, but that could change in an instant. You need help. Serious help. I've ne'er a potion or lotion here that could do it, but yes, I may have something at home. Oh, whatever do you mean, Petal? Faye, I hope you're not calling me a dryad or, bless us and save us, one of those Eladrin, flighty buggers. I'm a simple woman, sweetie. Tea and potions are as exciting as it gets for these old bones. But enough nattering. I'll be heading home shortly. Here, let me mark it on your map. Be careful on the road. I'd hate if something happened to you. Take care, Petal.
Again.
Isso foi estranho.
Hello, Petal. Need anything? Hey,
Pela
bother.
vez.
How long until Roland shows off his thunder wave?
Depends.
Take care now,
How many
sweetie.
people are dumb enough to ask?
Isso foi estranho. Tá ruim?
True.
You! Saw you fancy a bowl? Best to fill your belly now, while we still can. Look, the only way we'll make it to Baldur's Gate is to run, and run hard. If a gnoll catches your scent, you'll need every bit of strength. Trust me.
Pessoal, gente boa, pô. Eu quero ajudar eles agora. Vai.
Had my fill of this place.
Quem é você, amigo?
Good to be back behind the walls, have to say. For as long as that lasts.
Ah, esse aqui é o babaca.
Don't make
If
me...
it ain't the fearless goblin slayer, you sure you want to be seen with me? I ain't exactly popular with this lot. Thanks, Mum. Now please do feck off. Yeah, you really saved the day, swooping in and playing the hero. Now I'm gonna take the blame for leading the goblins here, and losing track of the bloody druid. Alcin, he's a leader around these parts. Or was. We've got a contract to track down some relic, and he wanted in on the job. Eyes lit up when he heard about it. Didn't work out though. Goblins got him when we were turning tail. He's either digging latrines or boiling in a cookpot by now. Job's all yours, if you got a death wish. There's a wizard in Baldur's Gate that'll pay gobloads for a relic, supposedly buried round these parts. But gold ain't any use if you're too cold to spend it. It's called the Night Song. Supposed to be hidden under the temple where the goblins jumped us. I'd give you the map and wish you a happy funeral, but my mate Brian kept hold of it like his own Todger. Goblins made sure to the fat old chunk. All I've got's the contract. It'll show you where we turn back, if you feel like dying.
Valeu.
Don't thank me. I'll be well on my way to Baldur's Gate when you die.
You match again in Baldur's Gate. After I finish this contract. Folheto gasto com selo extravagante proclamado com ousadia. Procuram-se aventureiros para missão perigosa e lucrativa. Mestre Lohankan, o arcanista de Takla. A Takla, essa cidade estava no BG2, eu acho, BG1. O recluso da torre de Hamazif. Por indivíduos corajosos e predadores para explorar o templo traiçoeiro pelo artefato lendário e a canção da noite, para preservação em Baldur's Gate. Só os fortes de coração de mente aguçado devem se cantar fama, glória e livre fortunas garantidas. Legal, legal, interessante.
Nearly ready.
Interessante. Aqui a gente volta pro início, né? Quem tá aqui? A Barsh.
Only gonna ask you one more time, boy. Hand over my locket.
I don't have your ugly locket. I've never seen it before.
Hand it over or I'll slap the teeth out of your head. You threatening me?
Oh. Doido, amigo. Mesmo que a criança tenha te roubado, deixa que eu falo com ela.
You don't understand. The kid stole my locket. He... Oh, the hell's with this? These little devils get away with everything because of coddling bastards like you. You'll get yours someday. I hope I get to see it.
Maybe you will, but personally, I doubt it. See you around.
How long until Roland shows off his thunder wave?
Depends. How many people are dumb enough to ask?
I want to learn a trick too. Something only I know. Make one up.
Tiring business, isn't it? All this traveling and adventuring. Why don't we take a little break, Allow ourselves a few moments of rest? Gives me a chance to talk to you about something, well, rather important. We've been on the road together for a while now, haven't we? Survived some perils, overcame some obstacles. Ever since you were kind enough to free me from that stone, I've seen you demonstrate remarkable guile and courage. The way you diffused the tension between Zevlor and Aradin. In short, I've grown to trust you.
Oh.
The reason I make a point of saying this is that I've grown confident enough to tell you something I've yet to tell another living soul, except for my cat. You see, I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly. The specifics are rather personal, but suffice it to say that it is a malady I've learned to live with, though not without some effort. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside. I'll spare you the finer details, but it begins with a simple biological deterioration, muscle spasms, disorientation, a slight ringing in the ears, and, if left for too long, catastrophe. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It's only a matter of time before my craving returns. That is why I turn to you. I need you to help me find magic items to consume. It is vital. Dare I say it? Critical. We've already done the finding. In fact, you have one in your possession. You know for yourself how hard-won such an item was, and it will be no easier when even more are required to assuage my hunger.
Oh.
There'll be danger involved, or great cost. Splendid. Bit of boldness will serve us well. I'm sure we won't have to look very far to find what I need. Faerun overflows with magic-infused treasure. As
I
do
hope
our
so.
packs, as a matter of fact.
We've such an item already in our possession. Primed for the moment the need arises. I hope I can count on you.
Let's see. What's that?
Someone there?
Show me again.
Not now. We're working. Remember?
I have a lot on my mind
Come on.
well, in it.
Just once.
Yeah, just once.
Hold out your hand, mister. Go on. Take this ring. It's lucky. You haven't seen anything. Go on. Take the ring and watch your fortune change.
Caralho.
Weeping, bleeding hells! Okay, maybe you don't need extra luck. But since you're already holding the thing, call it. Heads or tails. Tails it is! See? That's the kind of luck you get from one of my lucky rings. I've got more where that came from. Real cheap too. Interested? Hey, not so loud. You caught me. All right. They're not lucky rings. I'm just trying to earn money for my family. My father... I wish I had better things to sell than trinkets, but it's all I have. I don't know what you mean. The hell it is? You can't do that one with rings. It has to be with bracelets because...
Aham.
Oh, damn. Last chance. You want to look at my stuff or not? No fooling you, is there? All right, get walking. Leave some room for the chumps, huh?
Oh, I don't have any money or anything to sell. My partner does that. What? I'm the guard, so don't steal anything. I'm watching you.
Very well.
And again.
I have a lot of things to do, a lot of things to do. Esse é o jogo que eu tenho que falar?
Something's on my mind.
How long do you think we've got before the goblins come?
Caralho, muita coisa. Vamos lá.
I'd die if I met Leroica reeking of this place. I'll never get the smell out of my clothes. I'll have to burn them.
Tá. Vou pegar o céu. Caralho, tá. Muita coisa, muita coisa. Eu chego ali. Eu chego ali. Acho que eu... aqui.
eyes off my hands.
Whoa! Please, let us through.
Let my daughter go right now!
She's a thief, hellspawn, and you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back!
Oh, let me through, Mragrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat out!
Vou no banheiro, galera. Dá só um segundo. Eu quero ver esse diálogo aqui na frente. Só pra eu ver já. Já volto.
Do all the damn rituals you want! Damn it! We could have taken those guards.
Try greasing palms. Ease things over.
Oh, because that went so well last time. She must be terrified.
I bet she's giving them hell. She's not our kid for nothing.
Keep this up and you'll have blood.
Voltei, pessoal. Fiquei de volta. Vamos lá.
We could help each other. Fight the goblins together. Instead, these fools are trying to chase us away.
We need to get Arabella out. Now!
You heard the guards. They're waiting on Korga to give word.
I'd sooner trek through the 9 hells than trust that snake. Ugh!
Arabella tried to steal their idol. Druids lost their damn minds about it. They need it for their precious ritual.
Oh, it's all my fault. I told her I wished the wretched thing would just disappear, or better yet, explode.
Now Arabella's being judged by a bunch of druids who hate us. That's not right.
This grove is like a cauldron about to boil over. I say we check in on the child. Make sure she comes to no harm.
Agree.
Thank you. They won't give us the time of day.
Hurry! I'm at the end of my tether as is.
What about a bear?
Look,
I'd like to keep our guts on the inside.
Calm, Magrin. Give him a chance. You, get back.
No.
Keep back. Force my hand and I'll show you its claws.
A moment, Gianna.
What? Oh, I understand. You. Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead.
Oh, look at him.
Yes, I see.
Olha quem tá ali.
Ah, my good friend. You were at the gates just now, no? When the goblins came? You saw them up close? A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest.
Pra quem não sabe, esse é o Volus, né? Ele é um personagem muito conhecido. Baldur's Gate em Faero, né? Em D&D. E atualmente ele é uma âncora de Mistra que o Gale macetava, né? A deusa da magia.
Glory. Now then, how would you describe that particular batch of goblins?
You search your mind successfully recalling various details of goblin behavior.
Goblins were of a rare, jam-colored hue and wielded magic blowguns. And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety?
What?
Witnesses. Last question, then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the absolute when they fell upon the gates? Really? I've interrogated one, a captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiet in favor of someone called the Absolute. The scandal! Never you mind. I'm on my way to their camp as we speak. I always knew my studies in Kukliak would come to some use. My friend, every story benefits from a dragon. Until we meet again.
Tá bom. Era o Wither Champ, não? Isso é aquele. Vamos sair daí, amigão. Obrigado. A Stara tá meio puta.
So, we're traveling with the famed Blade of Frontiers. I feel safer already.
The Blade of Frontiers. Let's hope Will lives up to his name. We'll need all the help we can get.
I've known a few warlocks in my time. Talented, of course, though sometimes too eager to listen to the devils on their shoulders. Comes with the territory, unfortunately.
Você sabe que eu sou bruxo, né?
Think of it as tribute. The kind a king might pay to a more powerful neighbor to avoid invasion. As long as I pay, there will be peace. But should I ever stop, along comes a war. I can assure you, the battlefield would extend well beyond the borders of my body alone.
Bom. Tá. A puta que eu tenho que falar. Não sei, tá até aqui.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please. I'm sorry.
This is madness, Korga. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger. She's a parasite.
She eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks.
Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete.
No.
And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Korga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it.
Oh, damn.
Halsin is gone. I am first druid now. I will take control and prove my authority. Fair words. Child, take to the others word of my grace. Sif, Tila, to me!
It hurts.
Thank you, Korga. Master Halsin...
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
I know that look. You're wondering why I was in pain before. Let's just clear the air about that now. It's just an old wound that hurts me from time to time. Nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing to do with the tadpoles, at least, in case your imagination is in danger of getting away from you. It's just something I have to live with. Quite a lot, if I'm being honest. But it always passes quickly, so I can manage. Positive. You can trust me on that.
That woman has more venom in her heart than a snake in its fangs. But at least the child is safe. What is youth if not a time to be forgiven for one's transgressions?
Esse cara tem cara que fez muita merda, cara.
Couldn't agree more. The girl wasn't innocent, but that doesn't mean she was guilty.
No.
Go on. Say it. You think I'm a monster?
Yeah.
Yes, you would say so. I know your kind. You see only villains and victims. A viper bears her fangs defending her brood. I call her mother. You call her monster. No matter. I took back the idol of Sylvanas, and the rite is resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm, free of intruders. And mine perish if he stays. You showed great mettle at the gate. The mettle of a skilled sword for hire. I want you to provide your services to Zevlor. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the grove. I'm sure they'll reward you well. They're to be gone before final prayer. If they are not, the Viper must strike. You will do more. This tale ends but one way. With the Outlander rot cleansed, and the grove forever shrouded.